Good. How y'all doing? Great.
Questions for Coach Lindsey?
Coach, after Nick does what he does the other day, what do you get on to him about?
Oh, there's still a lot he can clean up. We a couple things here and there, getting us in the right place sometimes, and there's a lot on our quarterbacks to make decisions really before the ball snapped, and then a lot of times after as well. So I think there's still a lot he can clean up. He did do a nice job, but we didn't score enough points obviously to win the game. So we got to make sure that we score some when we get down there, especially in that first half. With the turnover and a bad snap, and we had some opportunities we just didn't execute. You got to give Nebraska credit; they did a good job too. But Nick's still playing well, and that's great. Not turning the ball over, which is one of the biggest things, but still plenty to clean up for sure.
Is it surprising when you have, I know the yards gained was around 50 or 60, but net yards of 11 or 12 yards, whatever it was. Is it surprising to be in a game even with the inability to run the ball?
Yeah, we want to run the ball. That's what we've said all year, and really since I've been here, we've tried to. It's one of the things we tried to focus on. We've done a nice job. Nebraska's really good up front. There's no doubt about that. And it took us a little time to, I guess, get in the flow of the game with those guys. And they got really good players up there, and we were committed to trying to run it for a couple reasons. One is I think that's the way that you can win football games, is to be able to run the ball, no matter how well you can throw it. And helps your team overall. The longer you can stay on the field, I think it helps your defense when you're playing a good Nebraska offense like we were. And so we were committed to that, and struggled with it early, but some of it was self-inflicted. We got a little drive going and fumbled the ball when we crossed midfield there. We made a play it was actually a called run, the one we threw to DJ, and Nick popped it out there to him, and he gets down to the 7, and we don't get in there, and then have a bad snap. So a combination of things in the first half kept us, I think, from being able to score some points. But in the second half, where the game was kind of dictated us, having to go to throwing it probably more than we really wanted to, and it got us back in the game, which is really good, and just not quite enough to win it.
With Nick being 5th in the entire nation in passing yards, what does that say about him and this offense as a whole?
Well, I think it just says that he's a good player, just like a lot of other guys around the country, and I'm not sure it says anything other than maybe we got a pretty good guy at that position, but at the same time, I think that really the most important thing is we want to win games, and those stats really probably aren't as important as some people make them out to.
North Texas, talk about their.
Yeah. They very similar to what they've been in the past. They do their head coach has been around different places in Iowa State and does a really good job. They, I think it's one of those games. It's our first conference game, and for them, I guess they've played one already, so they broke the seal on that. So, big thing for us, I think, against North Texas is do the things that we talk about every week: take care of the ball. Get back to running the football well, and really, play well here at home, and I know we're excited to get back home and play.
How's having Mike Thomas back helping change this offense?
Yeah, I think it helps us stretch the field some. With him being healthy, and he's a deep threat for us. Mike's just a really good player, and one of the better players I think in our league. So having him is definitely a plus. And Mike's come so far since he got here. The first year he got here really late in the summer from junior college, so it took him a little bit last year to catch on, and by the end of the year he was playing as good as anybody. So the injury stumped him a little bit early on, but he's done a really good job of working hard in rehab and getting back on the field. And like I said, I think it helps us stretch the field some and opens up things for the run game as well as other guys.